Hey everybody, and welcome back to the HobbyNut channel. I have not done an update or a progress report on the USACC build, the 68 Dodge Dart, because I haven't really done anything other than start to collect a bunch of parts. But I pretty much got everything that I'm going to be doing to it. I am making a change in the paint scheme from what I was going to do. Something else came to my mind that I think is going to be creative. I'm going to have some custom decals made for it. Something I hope you'll like. But I've got everything pretty much together now that I want to go ahead and get going on. So I'll get into a little bit of the parts, the 3D parts, photo etch, all that kind of stuff that I've collected up. And we'll take a look at that, and I'll give you a little update on what I'm going to be doing, dechroming, and how we're going to do a few things. So let's get into it. This portion of HobbyNut 007 is brought to you by the Little Yucca Hobby Knife. Step up your game with a Little Yucca. And also by Dr. Hooby's Home Thumb Reattachment Kit. You're a great modeler. Why not fix it yourself? You'll give it a thumbs up. Okay guys, so we've gathered up pretty much all of our parts we're going to be using on our Dart. We'll get into it here. I've pretty much separated already everything that we're going to be using for the kit. Let me get that out of there. I've already got everything that we'll be using out of the kit cut up and in this bag off the sprue. And see, we got a lot of goodies left over there too. The glass is the only thing I'm leaving in there toward the end. Let me get this out of the way. And we'll take a look at all the stuff I've got collected in 3D and photo etch. We'll start here with the photo etch. This is the Model Car Garage 68 Dart set. This is MCG 2178. If you want to order one, you can go to modelcargarage.com and pull that up. But I want you to check out that grill. That photo etch grill is awesome. Of course, I'm going to be using a lot of the other parts, photo etch parts in here too. But and check out those scripts, even though I'm not going to have them on this drag car. If you're doing a showroom stock or even a street rod or something, this is some great stuff. Stock steering wheel, fan, window cranks, and door handle. I mean, this is just awesome stuff. And check out the photo negative speedometer. All stock stuff, really good. This is, if you've never used Model Car Garage before, I use it in a lot of stuff, and just check out their website. You're going to love about everything you find there. The body's going to require just a few little modifications. I am going to remove the scripts because of the type of drag car this is going to be. And if you recall, up inside here, you see where they've got an indentation where you can open that up for the drag version. Well, I don't really like that full round shape, so I'm going to take it up just a little and come across. But I think it's going to look pretty good. I think it's going to look good. But and that Dart body is just a good looking thing anyway. And as I was saying, we've already got parts trimmed, and some of them have been cleaned up that we're going to be using. And I do want to share something with you here real quick too. I've decided to go with a different set of tires and wheels than this, but I want to share these with you. And you'll also notice some of the chrome parts that are in this bag here too. I'm going to be dechroming a whole bunch of stuff. I've decided I want to do the bumpers in body color. A little bit more of a modern drag car than I originally wanted to do, but I have something really unique in mind for this. As far as the name of the car, you know how these hot rods have hemified and just all kinds of names on them. Well, I've come up with one that I think is pretty creative, but we'll see. These aluminum wheels I've had for a long time. I was going to say I don't remember who made these, but I do remember who made these. These were made for slot cars. And if you were going to use the original drag slicks that come in the kit, These fit beautifully. These, by the way, are the kit tires. And get these out. Check that out. Spun aluminum. Really cool. These are, again, slot car tires. This is the way they come with the foam tires. And that can be very easily cut away. And it just fits right in, as you see. And these were made by, let's get over here real quick. Looks like VDS Racing, US Mag, drag race tire. And these are really cool. These are really, really cool. Sorry about that, guys. I was off camera. I was looking at it and not the camera. But yeah, I like these. But I've got a gasser in mind, and these are more aero correct, I think, for that gasser that I want to do. So I decided I'm going to go a little bit different direction than the stock chassis. And now let me share with you all the 3D goodies I've got for this thing. All right, if you recall, I've decided, as much as I love the 426 Hemi, I wanted to do something totally different. So we're going to be using MCV products. Matthew has come up with even more great engines and tire combos. So we're going to be using the 440, and I'm going to be doing some converting and working on this over to a drag engine. But is that not cool? Going to be upgrading carburetors, things like that. But look how crisp this is. I hope you can see those valve covers, the Mopar valve covers. Cool stuff. And we looked at this last time, but pretty close. I love that torque converter there too. All right, tires and wheels went a different direction, so we're going to be using the Krager Super Trick drag set. And check how crisp these things are. Is that not something? And look at those wheels. See if I can get that in the light. I think these are going to look really good on there. And of course, to use these, I'm going a little bit, again, different directions. So we'll be using the Pro Street tubs. And I want you to look at how crisp these things are molded too. Your 4-link, rear end, everything. I mean, this is just awesome. And you know, I had someone make a comment here not long ago about, man, this stuff looks like a nightmare to remove from the sprues and all that stuff. And actually, it's really not. In all of the engines that I have done, and I've done more engines than I have anything, I've only broken one part. And it was my fault. It wasn't anything of the creator. It was my doing, the way I was removing it from it. But it doesn't take as long as you think, and larger pieces like this are even easier to get off of the sprue thing. I still use a lot of caution with them though, and I'll probably show a little bit of that as we go through the engine and tires and stuff. Also, want to upgrade the headers a little bit, and I think in that last video I showed and what I got from Matthew is this great set of headers. So we're going to be taking a look at those. Originally, I thought what I was going to do is scratch build them out of the solder as I usually do. But these look really good. I love the configuration too. So I'm going to take a look at these, and I won't say I'm not going to do a scratch built set of headers, but we'll see. And this tack, Matthew threw this in the pack, and I'm glad he did, because I tell you what, this tack is something. Not only, I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but the numbers and the needle, I think I'm going to get out of focus before I get it. And while I'll probably sink a decal down in there, that is just very crisply molded, or excuse me, printed. So we'll be using that. And as I said, we're going to upgrade those carburetors just a little bit, and these Dominators look really good. And I want to update the steering wheel, and I really like this one or this one, so we're going to take a look at kind of both of those as we go along. Also going to be doing, as I said, some dechroming, because I do want those bumpers to be body color. So let's go ahead and get started on getting some of this stuff off the sprue, and then I'll let you see how I do that. The tires, like I said, tires and wheels are usually pretty easy, and very little sanding to clean those up. But let's get started on that. Okay guys, so we got cleaned up, ready for some primer and a little bit of color, our wheels and tires. Got everything cleaned off of the engine sprue. I cut that part halfway through off just about because it was just the same stuff. But as you can see, we don't have any broken parts. There's what's left of the sprue. We're going to get rid of that now. Our engine parts, I got them all laid out. We'll get those back in the bag here. And I love the pulleys on this thing too, because they're V-grooved, so we'll be able to get the, check that out, the regular belts that we got. We'll be able to use those, and the valve cover caps. And I do love these Mopar valve covers. I tell you what, this is going to make a fine looking 440. But just tons of details in these things. So got that all out of the way. After I got the steering wheels, a couple of them off, I decided I think we're going to use this one. And for the 4-link, the rear suspension, check these out. You see the center shaft in there. And, well, I hope you can anyway. Oh, by the way, check it out. So, got those ready to go. The only thing I'm going to have to change is I was going to be using these carburetors they're too big for the intake. So I'm going to make a change on those. I may modify the, well, these are more stock, so I think I'm going to still go with just a little bit smaller than the Dominator, and I don't think that intake was for Dominators anyway. But anyway, that's going to be the only other change to the engine, and we put this in our purple power. It's been about hour and a half ago, and as you can see, everything is cleaned and all the chrome's gone. So we'll be cleaning up the sprue marks, all that stuff, and then we'll get those in primer too. And I think that's about it right now, guys. There'll be a few other things I'm going to get on. Looking forward to it big time. Yeah, I think that's it right now. So hope y'all have a great night. Got another video that'll be up probably in the morning. Yeah, I think that's it. Guys, hope y'all have an awesome week. God bless, and I will see you in the next one.